ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Let's Play Third Odyssey, Back to the Motherland. Last time around, we were engaged in a little bit of a diplomatic expansion program, where I was actually expanding my empire through vassals, essentially. Appear to run out of places that our little exploration group can head off to now, incidentally. Yes, I was expanding through vassals, and I managed to pick up quite a handful of them, as you'll see here. Oh, when I say a handful, I picked up 3. And we're about to pick up some more territory, because Tuscarora and Catalba here are about to disappear. Since Catalba is now dumb enough to actually want to join in on their war. I'm not going to name them as belligerent, and they won't really call in allies, but all of my vassals are coming in on this. Speaking of vassals, we did run into a slight snag with one of my plans in that these guys here, who I was trying to get as a vassal and formed an alliance with them for that very purpose, they decided they don't want to be vassalized anymore. I'm pretty sure they used to be fine with it, but now they're not. Anyways, I had 2 reasons for wanting them as vassals. First reason is that they are allied with the Iroquois, who I'm planning to invade and take over a vast swath of their territory, if not outright annex them at some point. And I figured if we could remove their one ally, that would be just so great, but if we can't, it's no big deal, because the 2 of them combined have a smaller army than I do. But that won't be for a good while. That won't be for a good while. Although it's theoretically possible they could agree to come around to being a vassal if I annex a couple of my subjects that are nearby to them, which I'm going to work on improving relations with those fellows. It has to be 1533 before we can annex them, so 2 more years. In any case, let's not waste any more time. Get on with this. Declaration of war? Yes. And let's go squish them. Catalba did jump in, but interestingly, I got no notification from they had. Do our siege over there, and then I will go wipe out Catalba's army. I think I'm going to chase their army down, actually. Finish them off. Nice and quick. And a little bit of carpet siege is in order. Okay, my vassals are moving in to deal with that. Can have that. We will sacrifice to Ares. And their little colony they had going on up there in Connecticut is under occupation now. Nice. just 2 sieges to go now. This should not last long. And just once these 2 finish, they will capitulate. I know I'm not going to spend that stupid amount of time trying to convert a province. As we get better at religious conversions, I'll consider it. Until then, though, not a chance. Not a freaking chance. But this war even, is not going to last long. And, see, Tuscarora is completely occupied now. They'll probably start to sue for peace soon, but I'm not going to give it to them. They are going to live with the indignity. Advisors. Take a new advisor. Take their place. Send someone else to colonize this. No, our land research is not bloody useless, you morons. Our truce with one of our vassals who we were at war with before has now expired. No, we don't get a goddamn truce. Don't be an idiot. Huh. The Marble Emperors. Blah, 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 blah. In the years since our flight from Europe and subsequent landing in this new world, the people of Elysia have never forgotten Ionis the Eighth, the last Byzantine emperor, and his brother, the first Elysian emperor. A favorite story told by the common people is that one day so-called marble emperors will return and deliver Pavia and Constantinople back into Elysian hands. The peasants and merchants of Rio Constantinopolis are calling for a great statue to be built in the forum that shows their triumphant return, made of marble of course. Yes, build the monument from the finest marble. That's a lot of money, but what can I say? I like building statues. I like building statues. And yes, that province down there in Florida is the one they were mentioned that had finished colonizing. Iroquois is done, so we could potentially go to war with them again if we're so inclined. However, we aren't. And now we're just one vassal siege that is just finished, away from total victory. That would put in 18% overextension if I Catalbus territory. But if I just take territory of Tuscarora, it's 38. If I do this, it's going to put me above 50% overextension. If I do it the way I want to. Because I can get all of this, but it's a lot of overextension. Should I? Could always just vassalize Catalba. It would mean that take a long while to be able to get them willing to be integrated, but it's an option. Heck, we could make them both our vassals if we wanted. I think we could. I could, but it would require me signing 2 separate peace treaties. So, how do I want to play this? Lots of territory, but lots of overextension, or do I play this safely and vassalize, but one of them, but maybe have them not be so pleased? Actually, you know what? Yeah, I'm gonna vassalize Catalba here. I'll take all their money as well. Actually, maybe I won't take all their money. I'll have them give up. I won't take any money, but I am gonna have them give up all their claims on. Wait, why would I have them give up all their claims on their neighbors? That makes no damn sense. I might need to use them to take over those lands. I'll just take the money instead. So yeah, Catalba will become my vassal. They'll be very pissed off at me for a very long time, but I'll eventually be able to integrate them. However, after I use them to expand a little bit. You guys, on the other hand, well, you're getting fully annexed. So congratulations. Welcome to the realm of the Elysian Empire. Don't cause any trouble, or we may have to purge your entire population. Nothing personal, I'm sure you understand. Only core 2 of the places. As I said, they have a lot of liberty desire. We were just at war, though. I get that they're not too keen on us right now. But we're going to work on improving our relationship with our new subject. It would be nice if they could be at least tolerant of us. Also, we have now become a great power. Awesome. Fucking awesome. Though, I gotta be honest, I'm not too familiar with the whole great power system, so I know basically nothing about it. Just something to bear in mind, is all. And we're not able to core everything at once. That said, I can core all but one of them. Let's do that. And now, rockier. That is the territory. No, that isn't the territory I wanted. I don't know why I thought that. Alliances. People we haven't discovered yet. I can have our explorers check that bit of land out. Maybe it contains these allies, because if it does, it could assess their strength and see about attacking these guys to incorporate them into our newest vassal. Yes, that may not be the smartest move. Actually deciding to give territory to a vassal who currently resents me, but it's expanding our empire as a whole, so we can't complain too much. About the results of such a thing, certainly. That's them there. This would probably work out just fine for me. Since I'm going to be giving the territory to vassals, yeah, I don't see a problem. I really do not. And there's the creek. No, I think for the time being, that's going to be all. Well, I say that's all the exploration we're going to be able to do. There's a little more I can do up here, so that army can just get off and do its exploration. Why not? You guys actually... I'm going to speed things along so that I can annex them a touch faster, which involves stopping the improved rations, and we'll give them a little bit of money, because money solves everything. Half civilized. They learn from and admire nearby native people, and many years to cast aside their homes, become wanderers and hunters in the great wilderness beyond our borders. Well, as long as they bring back some furs, I suppose. Guys, will be done by 1538, so roughly 5 years. You can make 5 years to annex the vassal. And our work on relationship with power is progressive. risk my basically. Subjugate the natives. It's not done. And yes, merchants can have our support. Okay, that's another self-sustaining colony. Let's see here. Right now, my colony in Connecticut up here, I'm going to send them my colonists. Even though that's technically going to be Tuscaroran colonists there, it might change it because this is my colonists. I don't know. Culture now. Not really sure how that works out, but oh well. And you can purchase a splendor ability. Let's see. Ship trade power propagation plus 20%. Well, I do like me some trade, so I'm gonna go with that. Besides, it's not like we're actually spending money to purchase this, right? And just look at Catalva's liberty desire just dropping like a rock. And oh man, is that great. I just love seeing that. However, and what do you know? My friends up here are now quite down with the whole vassalization thing. Interesting. Interesting. Get them to the 190 we would require, but I can make them a subject. Decide that's something we want to do, that could be an option. Subjects. And we can now level up our military technology to 11. Nice. I'm not really bothering anymore to read out what these will do because They're basically just little buffs to, like, your fire rate, shock, and on some cases the combat width and such. So it's largely the same thing, just different numbers. So after the first few times, it's not overly exciting to hear me tell you what the numbers are this time around at all. So I stopped reading them out. Now we can finally start coring that last province. Our knowledge sharing with the Shawnee has expired. Speaking of the Shawnee, how am I going to be able to annex them? 1536. Nice. Not too far off, just only next year. And we'll be able to work on annexing them. Great. What's the Catalpa modifier thing? They forced vassalized us. That's not going to go away for a while, but was at war and aggressive expansion around. Yes, we weren't actually all that aggressive. I mean, except against the Tuscarora, who were previously our ally, which might give the impression that the Elysian Empire's leadership are kind of dicks, but oh well. If they want to be that ignorant, let them. Not my problem to correct their ignorance. Surely not. Hello. And am I seeing things, or despite the fact that we conquered all of those natives down here, it will appear that there's still no unrest in the region. Oh, that's amazing. We have somehow negative unrest there, even though that is currently occupied territory. That's kind of awesome. It really is. Now, we have one more group. It still needs to be integrated, and yes, no unrest. In fact, negative unrest. That's a bit bonkers. It really is. Catalpa, I'm gonna pull our diplomat from there. We've got them nice and civil, so that's good enough for now. On that subject, let's start our war. And we will squish some of the nearby natives and just give their territory to our subjects. Okay. Attach there. We'll detach a siege and then send our forces around to lay siege over here. We have dyes in a place. Send in reinforcements. I say send in reinforcements. That's obviously not what happened. I will wipe out their army, and then we have both the tribes under siege. Yeah. This isn't going to last long. As you can see, we've already defeated their armies and they're under siege. And we have another Hercules. Or a Perseus in this case. We had an event like that in a previous war, and I just sort of skimmed over it, and the text is basically identical, so I'm not going to stop to read it again. Apologies if you wanted to hear what it said, but I read the exact same event, just with the hero in question being Perseus, being rather Hercules instead of Perseus in a previous episode. So go back and watch that if you want to hear exactly what it says. That's all I can really tell you. That one siege is done, so I'm gonna hand the occupation over to Catalba. They're getting that piece of territory. Once this particular war is over. And we have integrated our subject up here. Also, there's no debate in the Senate. Let's start one. Offices for vassal nobles, for sure. We're already at 75%. Have some diplo power. I guess I'll keep those guys around. Alright. Tolerated heretics is what we are to them. I'm gonna dispatch heralds and see if we can't change their minds. Next, we're going to start improving relations with Shawnees so I can annex them when their time comes. That siege is over, so our army can go home. And Lipan here gets that. As soon as a diplomat's free up, that is. Talba, Lipan, get those, and I will take a nice pile of money. Well, it's 15 gold, not exactly a pile of money now, is it? Still. There we go. I lost about 8,600 men. They lost over 14,000. We are definitely in the winning group here. Expanding through vassals. It's never something I'd really tried, but this is quite nice. Quite nice. Oh. Our trade deal with Vinland is becoming less profitable. With the continuous growth of the exiled nations, a need to fully finance a trade route between Elysia and the north has come to an end. Our merchants no longer need financial help. Vinland trade deal is removed, and we get Vinland trade deal instead. I'm guessing that's just a new and improved version of it, because that's a very bizarre way to phrase it. It is indeed very, very bizarre. And we have converted those feathers to the true faith. We haven't discovered Apache yet, but Yamase here would be a next natural target. And I could just split them between my two vassals. Kind of a partition. That'd be a nice way to deal with it. Speaking of vassals, we have a new one. Seems they're not as through with vassalization wars as I'd thought. And we must protect our trade. Yes, it's only the Cherokee, and they're one of those native tribes that are not down for accepting our protection, and never have been. So the army will now go north. The army will go north because I have plans for the Iroquois. Yes, I do. Plans, indeed. Though not the sort of plans they will like. Because I'm planning a little bit of, how should I put this? Strategic border relocation, I think, is the best way to describe it. Yes, indeed. We're going to be conducting a bit of a border relocation. At first, I need a spy network there. And you are no longer needed for your diplomatic relations work. But thank you for your efforts in stripping the Iroquois of their one and only ally. It will not be forgotten. We appreciate the effort. Networks claim on the Iroquois. We're not able to declare the Iroquois to be our rival anymore, because they're just too weak, I guess. Just declare a no CV war and not wait on a claim, but to be honest, I kind of like waiting on claims. And I didn't bring this up before, but this is actually one of the unsaid restrictions that I imposed on myself at the start of this series. That being that I would never declare a no CV war, even if I could get away with it without an issue. That all the wars I declared would be ones for something I had a claim on, even though I will probably always take more than that. I will always have a claim when I declare war, or have a casus belli rather, because I don't mean to imply that I would never use the imperialism CV from the late game or anything, because I probably will. Marching right in, because their army is probably basically non-existent at this point, so I can just roll right over them, I guess. But we've now built all the manufacturers we need to get that inflation reduction. I'll be happy with that. Now, No. Yes, I'll be uniting the whole nation. So. Shawnee. I need to get Shawnee's opinion up to 190 if I want to be able to annex them. And I do. They've outlived their usefulness, let's just say. Right now, we are definitely at a stage where I am... Well, let's just say I'm done with the pretenses. And we're just going to invade and conquer anyone and everyone who gets in our way. Oh, and Hercules has died, so Perseus gets the main army. We replace one badass with another badass. I can't say that's a bad thing, honestly. Can you? Because I can't. It will be a shame when Perseus finally passes, because we've had two of the badasses who ever badassed as leaders of our armies, and then set to move on to some ordinary idiots who just barely passed muster. By the way, they have an ally up there in the fourth floor somewhere. Muskegon or whatever. Let me check them out. Clever play. A paradox. I can't actually check the details on a nation I haven't discovered the existence of yet. Fair play. Fair play. But the Iroquois themselves, they have an army of only 2,000 right now, so I doubt their ally has more than like 8,000 or 9,000, so we should be fine. We should be fine. Although, I'm going to start the recruitment of a couple more cannons to add to our army as the next thing that will be happening. Just to boost our siege abilities, among other things. Now, we will declare war on the Iroquois. Take advantage of their weakness. Since their army is so tiny, I will split ours in half to cover more ground. Not that I expect this war to take very long, mind you. And we're going to intercept and destroy the Iroquois' military force. There goes their army. And I am reminded about why having vassals is kind of awesome. Without easily they're just swarming over everything, crushing our enemies. It's just glorious. I'm not going to keep all my vassals, of course, but we're always going to want to have at least one or two subjects, I think. And I do actually plan... You know, actually, this brings up something. It's kind of ironic considering how much I complained about the fact we were forced to give up that territory to the Varangians. And now the Varangian Order is providing me with 7,000 men. in addition to my main army, so that's a little bit ironic, I have to admit. Extra population in our colony. Our siege down here is basically done. Now, these guys are down in here, right? We need to wait on that siege to finish. And now, and we have done that. That is all of the Greco-Roman after our occupation. Let's see what we can get out of them. They have their allies still in war, but I'm not too worried about that ally, quite honestly. And do now. No, we can't. There's a vast of ours. Now we take all of this and just get everything on this side of the lakes under our control. It's going to really piss off the Iroquois, and they could potentially try and start a coalition against us, but to be honest, I don't care about the Iroquois. If I'm being totally frank with you, then the only nations on all of the American continent, not counting the Spanish, who are technically here because of their colonies, the only nations over here who have a chance of standing against us will probably be Vinland and Spartania, and even that's not like to last long, really. So I'm going to take this. This will basically cripple the Iroquois. Basically cripple them. I'm going to... I could take a bit of money off of them, but they wouldn't be willing to give war reparations as well. I would like to get war reparations just because I never do that, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna stay in the war and we'll see about getting a score. We'll see about getting our war score to tick up just one more tick, because we just need one more point. Right now. We just need that one more point to get war reparations in addition to the territory that we want out of us. There, that should do it, I think. Yep. Could get a bit of money too, but no, I'll just take war reparations. And shockingly, our losses in that war were about the same. About 2,000 men apiece. Surprising, really, when you consider the fact that my army is so much larger. Though for them it would have just been so much more devastating because 2,000 men was their entire military force. So from that perspective, a lot more devastating for them than for me. I will start the process of coring our new territory. The Empire expands, ladies and gentlemen. The Empire expands. And I no longer need to to be building a spy network within their country. Cherokee are very much not down for vassalization, it seems. And, wow, I'd almost forgotten about this. We got an event about this way back at the start of the campaign for a source of naphtha, which is the material that we need to be able to produce Greek fire, and apparently some of the territory that I took off of the Iroquois had some in it. The acquisition of a steady source of naphtha seems that a small settlement has sprung up around the fields, with merchants and artisans of all kinds moving in to supply the miners and their families, not to mention soldiers to defend against native raids. Extracting naphtha is a dangerous process, with many workers being injured or killed by exposure to toxic fumes, while siphoning and transporting the substance. Despite this danger, local administrator assures us that barrels stocked full of naphtha are now making the long and arduous journey to the capital, where it will be further processed and distributed to major cities throughout the empire. I love the smell of naphtha in the morning. Source of naphtha will be removed, and we will get exploited source until the end of the game. And Greek fire until the end of the game. So, more naval maintenance, but our navy is better, and our forts are better too. Not complaining, certainly not complaining. Now making money again. It's nice. Oh yeah, I recruited those couple of cannon units. That must have increased the amount of spending on the army slightly. I can always cut down on that for a time. And yes, my main army is now up to 25,000 men. 28,000 if you include our exploratory force here, which I very much do not. But if you include them, that does add to it. And we have separatists up north. Okay. That's fine. Dinian. Swedish colonizing. Iroquois colony, though it needs proper Elysian colonists. So, let's set that up. I am indeed close to finish my colonization over here. After which point, I think I'll move on to Florida. Get the rest of this before anyone else moves. Plan, anyways. Palladian Islands. That's right here. The Pope has said it belongs to the Spanish. Well, fuck the Pope. This empire didn't listen to the Pope when he said allowed to choose the proper head of the faith, so why should we listen to him here? We got this little inland fleet here. It's not doing us any good there. Dock over here. Finland would like our help. There's some random natives. Where are these random natives? Cheyenne, Sayu. Okay. Don't think I know where any of them are. They're nowhere nearby, and I do not care. So, just to make sure my vassals don't go off and try to do something stupid, I'm going to have them all set to a defensive focus, so they don't try and go off and be heroes or anything, because fighting on behalf of Vinland has never gotten us a damn thing, so we ain't starting now. We'll sign the paper saying we're coming, but we're not actually coming. Nothing personal, but just helping you out has never benefited us. This is also annoying because now I have to wait to annex the Shawnee, so really prefer it if we didn't have to deal with that. Can't start any more vassal expansionism or anything. That's annoying as well. Very. And our subjects had a revolt. That has just gone and wiped out their whole army. I believe they were probably exercising or some such. Yeah. Let's go crush this rebellion. This is actually a thing with regards to subjects in Stellaris that I have complained about no end of times. Basically, in Stellaris, you don't get any notifications that there's a rebellion in your subject's territory, or if they have high unrest or anything, which makes keeping an eye on them and making sure those subjects don't collapse into a billion different feuding states a bit of a problem, as I'm sure you'll agree. Oh great, they're sending an army down to attack me. Can you not? I would appreciate it if you would just not lay siege to this subject of mine. And this event is basically saying gunpowder is really good now, so we use Greek fire less. Province. Yes, that. Let's get our army and squish them. Annoyed that we have to fight Vinland's wars once again. And also stability is equally annoying. So I have to put up with this. No power to do anything about it. Okay. Did some damage to their army. Let's go home. I'm gonna colonize this place at some point, I think. I would like to have a territorial vassal. rather than simply having to hope that there are no problems over there, all to do was end up the hostile native lands. So one of our colonies is done colonizing, so send them off to Florida. I did say I wanted to colonize the rest of Florida before any of the European powers got around to it. Okay, now you're just getting on my nerves. Okay. You need to send us down there. It looks like all the other vassals have each other's back. Finland. This is kind of been entertaining to watch Finland waging war because they're literally doing a very Viking form of warfare from what I can see. All the wars they are waging are for money, essentially. So, these wars are just effectively to exploit people near them, rather than because they want territory. Which is a little bit entertaining to me. I don't really know why. It just amuses me. There's a bunch of people, provinces I would convert if we wanted to. I'll get to that eventually. But now we have more population in one of our colonies and fur being produced there. Honestly, right now, I more want to get all my new territories cored and things before we go ahead and start doing any more religious conversions. And Vinland did actually take a tiny bit of territory in that war, apparently. Okay. You know, my friends, I'm too impatient to improve relations to get you like me. I'll do that. Annexation. I'm also going to start. No, I'm not going to start the annexation of the Shawnee. I'll get you guys out of here because of border gore. $180 opinion, okay? Improve it just what we need. Then alrighty. Be done by unknown. Annex them, or if we'll just be at it forever. Apparently we're going to be at it forever with that one, so pull them out. I will see. I think we must have some penalty on us after annexing a vassal recently that's forcing me to wait, or something like that. That's the only thing I can think of that makes any sense at all. So I'll just have to wait. This is interesting. So, our leaders just died. I'm going to now boost us up to stability again. We are now led by Anna the First Paleologos, 225, and Ioannis, 424, is our heir. Not bad. But that is the good news. The bad news is that our current leader has low legitimacy, so a pretender to the throne has just risen in rebellion in the capital. Yeah, funny thing about rebellions, they tend not to go very well for the person in rebellion when the actual legitimate head of state has the whole of the imperial army at their command, and you have no support but a few disgruntled nobles. It tends not to go your way very much under those circumstances. So we'll finish off the rebel scum, and I'm going to park the army in the capital for the time being, just in case any of the nobles there feel like trying to quit. And we will continue to worship Ares, I think. We'll continue to worship Ares. Okay, it's not hanging out in the capital. We need you up there to be able to respond quickly to Iroquois separatists. We know that's going to happen at some point. So, I may as well keep the army within striking distance. Now, okay. Well, actually, I think this is a good point at which to stop this episode. It's been a fairly action-packed one, and we are starting to get into the point of the game during which my wars against the natives, who are going to be my main competition for a very long time, since even with the Spanish here and their West Indies nonsense, with that, I still have a monopoly on taking control over the New World for the time being, until we get into like the 1600s or something, and the British and French will start poking their noses into it as well. Give the British and French. The French have basically taken over large swaths of Burgundy. They'll probably be finished off soon, and the British have become Great Britain, but are one war away from unifying all of Scotland under their rule, I imagine. And heretics are revolting in Denmark. Also that. Also that. And it would appear that the Mamluks are decisively losing a war with the Ottomans. That doesn't surprise me, honestly. The Mamluks tend to lose basically all their wars with the Ottomans, so it's pretty par for the course as far as I'm concerned. But in any case, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time for wherever our adventures with the Elysian Empire take us next. Until then, folks, I'll see you then.